ladies and gentlemen, it's time to make my homemade frappacinos. Lower fat and lower sugar than the frappacinos you get at Starbucks.
Or Borders.
Or Borders, or really anywhere you would get them. But they're just as good or better in my opinion. So, you need your trusty blender. I just dropped a spoon on the floor. That was smart. I really don't want anything that big, but that's good. Alright, milk. I use 1%, which helps make it lower. You can use skim, I guess. I just don't drink skim milk. And I pour in this. I'm making 2 fraps. One for my daughter and one for me. I pour in about a cup and a half of milk. Okay. Add a cup and a half of milk. Then we take General Foods International Swiss Mocha. Sugar-free and decaf. If you want the caffeine, you can buy it with the caffeine. I do the decaf, but there's no sugar. So that's helping make it less sugar. I put about heaping tablespoons of that in. Okay? Then Hershey's syrup. Hershey's syrup. And I squeeze in till the level of the milk comes up to about the 2-cup range. It's really all a matter of taste, how chocolatey you want it. We like it chocolatey, so we make it chocolatey. Then I put some malted milk in. Malted milk. And I usually put about, a tablespoon of the malted milk in. One thing I didn't get out yet was the
Ice.
Ice. That's okay, I'll get it. Okay, I'm getting the ice. Then,
This is really fun with one hand.
oh, I'm sure. Probably making an absolute mess. We put the ice in. So that's your base.
How do we do that?
We take the ice. And I use the ice. I generally don't use the ice from that I make in the freezer because that tends to be harder and is harder on the blades of the blender. So I get the ice that you get at the store, you know, that's a lot airier. And then you just load it with ice. And I usually fill it up. Usually a good thing. Throw in a fair amount of ice in there. This is the cold part.
Hi.
It's really, really cold. See, this is what happens when my daughter films a video. She like sticks her hand in it. And the lid goes back on. And we... And then I just to make sure that the ice, there aren't any too major, big, huge chunkies of ice. And it feels pretty good. I usually kind of mix it a little bit with the spatula and then give it another good. And here's our fraps. 2 cups. We like to use the plastic cups because otherwise glasses get really, really cold and hard to hold. Another reason your spatula comes in handy is getting the stuff out. Pour into the 2 cups. Kaylin always hopes there's some extra left over because she usually gets the extra. But I think I can make it fit into the 2 glasses. Okay. And then shake it down a little bit. Then your whipped cream. I try to do this really tight so as to get a good amount of whipped cream in there. one. And there's two. And then we like to dribble just a little bit of the Hershey syrup on top. Just to make it. That one's mine.
What?
That one's mine. That had less in it. This had more in it. Then there we go with our homemade Frappacinos.
What button? Oh.